Tom Brady becoming the first player to throw for 600 career touchdown passes. The Buccaneers just destroyed, delimbed the Bears 38-3 on Sunday. The best 7-game start in Buccaneer history, which shows you where the Buccaneers have been. It took the great Tom Brady to show up for the Buccaneers to have this kind of a start. Their only blemish against the Rams. Could not handle the LA Rams, but the reigning Super Bowl champs winning their 4th straight game. They're 6-1, the best 7-game start in franchise history. And Tom Brady, 211 yards passing, but he had 4 touchdowns. And the story of the day happened in the first half here. I think you know where I'm going to go with this, but Tom Brady throws a 9-yard touchdown pass to Mike Evans. And there it is. 600 career touchdown passes for Tom Brady. Now, at that moment, Mike Evans had a decision to make. He had caught the football. He could tuck the football and run it back to hand it to Tom Brady. Apparently, he decided not to do that. He could have, just kept the ball for himself. He chose option 3. Unaware, it would appear, that was the magical 600 touchdown pass. Mike Evans was very generous. He ran over to the crowd. He saw a guy wearing his number 13 jersey. He said, there's a guy that likes me. I would like to repay the favor. So he saw the fan wearing the number 13 jersey and handed him the game ball from the historical touchdown. And then immediately, everyone in the stadium was aghast. Oh, my God, that's the magic ball. You can't give away the magic ball. He gave away the ball, the round number ball. And so then the Buccaneers went to scramble. And a rep from the team, one of the equipment people, I believe it was, one of the intermediaries, went over to try to negotiate to get the ball back. And eventually, they got the ball back. We are told that in addition to a replacement game ball, the Buccaneer fan who was named Byron Kennedy is the guy's name. He got
Never heard of him.
I don't know who that is either. He got a $1,000 gift card to the Buccaneer team store, where I'm sure everything is reasonably priced at an NFL gift shop. Was given an autographed Tom Brady jersey, although at some point, not right now, but at some point, all of that for returning the magical 600th career touchdown pass. So let us discuss. Thumbs up, thumbs down on the Buccaneer fan receiving enough in return for giving back the Tom Brady 600th career touchdown pass. So this is a firm thumbs down. All right, thumbs down on this. I've got the briefcase, the haberdashery, and the carnival. The first thought I had was yet another example of human beings' love of round numbers. That was the first thought I had when I saw this hullabaloo about the magical 600th touchdown pass. So there have been no one in NFL history to throw 599 touchdown passes, but were people clamoring to get that ball? No, that ball was not that valuable. 600 is valuable. Why? Human beings love round numbers. It is satisfying. There's something satisfying about round numbers. And it was determined by the science community. That's because we have 10 fingers. And through evolution, as human beings, we count using our fingers. And so we get to 10. We like the number 10. And then, of course, the number system, round numbers. But as far as this fan, who is being praised, might I add, this fan, Byron Kennedy, is said to be the person's name, being praised all over social media for doing the right thing. Celebrated. It's a great fan. Now, I roll my eyes at that. Okay, this was his moment to cash in. He gave the ball back. And in my world, this guy is the village idiot. The village is now lacking an idiot because of this guy. All right, changed my mind. You're handed a briefcase of gold bars, and let's call it like it is. That football, the way sports memorabilia, the way memorabilia is selling like hotcakes, amazing, the sales of this memorabilia. You were given this. Now, granted, it was a mistake, but you were given the football. Possession is 9/10 of the law. It is yours. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to cash in on sports memorabilia. And what do? You shrug your shoulders and hand the ball back, in this case, the briefcase back with the gold. And in exchange, you essentially got some foam packing peanuts. It's not like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers can't afford to pay the man, or Tom Brady for that matter. If that football's worth as much as we think it's worth to those people, the Buccaneers and to Tom Brady, then pay a reasonable amount. The Buccaneers are worth $2.3 billion, according to the estimates. Tom Brady is worth a minimum of $250 million. He's not even the breadwinner in the house. That would be his wife. Now, furthermore, this guy Byron Kennedy, I don't know much about him. They say he's a lifelong Bucs fan. He's only 29. He's from St. Petersburg and is supposedly a doctor of internal medicine at a local medical center there. But I don't know whether he's a good doctor or not. I know he's a horrible negotiator. I know that. All right. The key to negotiation is knowing what you have, what it's worth, and what the other party is willing to pay for it. This cat went 0 for 3. 0 for 3. Didn't realize what he had, what it was worth, or pressed the Buccaneers to see how much they were willing to pay. Tom Brady's 600th career touchdown pass, that game ball, has an estimated value in the memorabilia market of, at the very minimum, that's a $500,000 ball. That's a very pricey ball, $500,000. Now, it's actually said to be closer, the estimate is, to $750,000. That's from professionals that are in the memorabilia business. Minimum $500,000, likely around $750,000. In exchange, this guy got an autographed Tom Brady jersey to be given at a later date. He got a game ball and a $1,000 gift card to the team store. So let's do the math on this. Tom Brady autographed jersey. I can go on NFL Shop right now and buy one from the league for a little less than $4,000. That game ball worth maybe $300. It's just a random game ball for a Buccaneer game. We'll say $300. So let's do the back of the napkin math on this. You got a $1,000 gift card. We'll toss that on top. So based on the math that I have, that's $5,100 worth of memorabilia and the gift card to the gift shop from the Buccaneers. The football, if he had kept it and put it up for auction, would have sold for a minimum of $500,000. So that is roughly 1% this guy got on what the ball was worth. Let's say that ball sold for $600,000. That's at 0.8% what he got in return. If that ball had sold for $750,000, that's 0.6% on return. In these tough economic times, I hear this all the time, anytime you ask for a raise, in these tough economic times, this guy should go to a haberdashery. This guy, the Buccaneer fan, age 29, Byron Kennedy is his name. Now, the reason he needs to go to a haberdashery, he needs to be fitted for the dunce cap. I want to make sure the dunce cap fits properly there and put the Buccaneer logo on there, the old Bucs logo. Get that guy holding the knife in his mouth. Put him out there. Bucko Bruce. What a sucker. Now, last thing here. As for Tampa Bay in general, they don't get any style points for beating up another pillow soft opponent. Just like the Rams don't get any style points for beating the Lions. Arizona doesn't for beating the Texans. These are games you're supposed to win. But the Buccaneers have won 4 consecutive games. The past 3 over opponents who are combined 6-15 on the season. Now, they will have a tougher game next weekend on Halloween in the Bayou, the Big Easy, where the Saints, coming off a game tonight, Monday night, the Saints take on the Seattle Seahawks. But Jameis Winston, the old Bucs starter, going against his old mates there. As for the Bears, the Chicago media has been boxed into a corner. And I love this because the Chicago media has already decided that Justin Fields is going to be a star come hell or high water. And his fall from grace in this game cannot be because he sucks. and he's not ready. It has to be a coaching problem. Matt Nagy, it's the coach. Now, as a result, Justin Fields is insulated from criticism. He gets a mulligan. It's not his fault. This, of course, is absurd. Justin Fields sucked at a time you cannot suck. And there are going to be growing pains, and we support playing Justin Fields, but we also believe in truth in broadcasting. And when you blow, you should be allowed to point out you blow. And he provided a carnival of crap is what he provided. Justin Fields under trouble, under duress, and he did not handle the situation well. He overthrew receivers for interceptions. He underthrew receivers for interceptions. He fumbled the ball. He finished the game with 5 turnovers. The Bucs turned those 5 turnovers into 17 points. And Justin Fields showing no confidence, no pocket presence, struggled to read the Buccaneer defense, and averaged less than 6 yards per attempt. Keep in mind that Tampa Bay, not a tremendously dominant defensive team. Their pass defense ranked 27th in the NFL. 27th in the NFL. And their secondary, all kinds of questionable figures in that Tampa Bay secondary. And that defense completely mutilated the Chicago Bear passing attack and Justin Fields. God awful, horrific.